Hello there, I'm Jane Nova, and here's my midichlorian rant. Or, I don't know. I'm here to explain and dissipate the misconceptions, myths of midichlorians. You have people who are Star Wars fans, and they believe that midichlorians ruin the Force. They think the midichlorians are the Force. You have Simon Pegg, a comedian, actor, whatnot. I like Simon Pegg. He's funny. I loved Shaun of the Dead and fucking Hot Fuzz. That was fun. Those are good films. He's a funny guy. I like him. The problem is he's claimed to be a Star Wars fan, and he spouted off shit and talking shit, which I don't mind. I liked it when he made fun of Christian Bale's Cookie Monster voice of Batman. But Kim Star Wars, as he said, don't turn the Force into just a blood infection. Midichlorians are not blood infection. Midichlorians are kind of a parallel to our world of mitochondria. And how can I explain? Midichlorians are not the Force. They're our connection to the Force. They're our anchor to the Force. They're the genetic marker that make Jedi different from everyone else. How can I put this? Imagine two men in a field in a raging thunderstorm, and these two men have two different types of metal rods. One of them has a copper rod, and the other one has a pure steel rod. And which one do you think is going to be struck more likely? The man with the steel rod, because he has more midichlorians in the system. I think of that, right? The lightning is the Force, and the metal poles, the rods, are the midichlorians, and the humans, of course, are us being sizzled by the lightning bolt. Worked in Doctor Who. But in here, that's the best way I can describe it, the best way to get it. They're not the Force. They're just... When you think in a society so technologically advanced as the Star Wars universe, decades of tens of thousands of years, still don't have perfected holograms, which I kind of like, instead of in fucking Star Trek where the holograms are perfect and interact with everything, because, I guess you can do that with socialism and fascism and no money. But what else can I say here? It's just you'd think these scientists would say, oh, what are these Jedi? What makes them so different from you or I? We should investigate this. What's that? So this kind of developed in two sides of thinking of Jedi, of Force users. There's a scientific side of manipulating the midichlorians and stuff like that, and there's another side of more spiritual thinking and not scientifically. We're just going through the Force, kind of the middleman of the midichlorians. There's us, the midichlorians, and the Force. Midichlorians are the middleman. We have to circumvent to go through to get to the Force. So yeah. That's the best way I can explain it. I hope I clear anything up. That just really pisses me off. It's not like, the whole Frankenstein thing, which I think Linkara does a great explanation of that, he's the only guy who doesn't make fucking, stupid midichlorian jokes like Phalus and, Sad Panda and The Last Angry Geek, who are not at all funny on that guy, the glasses, who've it's really come down like the fucking Hindenburg on that website. There's maybe 4 people on that site who are actually talented. I guess Eric wasn't wrong like a couple years ago when he said the nostalgic critic is dead. I guess everyone else there is on life support. If you're looking for real Star Wars fans, the real ones who don't flake off Star Wars because they can't comprehend something, because they can't handle the changes and stuff like that, because they're so self-entitled, spoiled swine, I'd say go to the rebelscum.com and the forcecast.com. Real Star Wars fans go there with Jimmy Swank and Jimmy Mack. Two great guys, two great Star Wars fans, and I gotta say, check it out. I couldn't give a higher praise to those guys. I love listening to them. Real Star Wars fans. And may the Force be with you. Goodbye.